What's going on YouTube? My name is Minnesota Burns, and as usual, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Today, I just want to congratulate all the PlayStation 3 players who play Call of Duty Black Ops, as you got the map pack on Thursday, and I play on 360, so I thought I would just put up a little video from one of them, probably my favorite map out of the map pack, and that's Stadium, just to kind of give you guys a preview if you haven't bought it yet, and just so you don't waste your money. It is a hefty price tag. 1,800 Microsoft points on Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's the same on PlayStation dollars or whatever the currency is on that, but that's about $15, if not a little bit more. If my currency, whatever you call it, I don't know, foreign exchange or whatever. But anyways, the reason I posted this gameplay was just to give you guys a little bit of a preview, and also because it's a ridiculous game with the sniper rifle. And I know what you're thinking, I'm using the AUG right now with the silencer on it, but I picked up some guy's sniper rifle, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, I am not a good sniper, but for whatever reason in this game, I just went on an absolute tear. It was absolutely ridiculous. The reason I'm not good at sniping is just, I don't know if my hand-eye coordination is not that good with the sniper rifle, but I figured out why I was so good in this game, and you'll see from the shots that I make that I am most definitely the host. So that gives you kind of a look at what the host advantage is in Call of Duty and really any first-person shooter or anything like that on multiplayer. But out of the 4 maps that they released on multiplayer for now, both the PlayStation and the Xbox 360, is that I love Stadium, and the reason I love Stadium is because of just how the map is shaped out, and there's a lot of buildings to look into, but it's not overdone where there's just campers in the building. Like right there where that guy's sitting, that's a pretty popular place, and as you'll see up here, this is a pretty choke point, I guess you could say, because it overlooks B, which is a very, very hard flag to get. And another reason why I like Stadium, and I'll go into it a little bit more after my sniping rampage, because I want you guys to enjoy that. We'll do a little commentary on every single shot that I make, and there's also a nice little quick scope in there too. But as you can see, I'm getting the guy running around the door. That's obvious host advantage. I haven't gotten host in a really long time, so I didn't really notice that I had it until I watched the gameplay when I was recording it. But another reason why I love Stadium is that it is actually based on a real location, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can try to guess at it. I remember Treyarch saying that before the map pack was released that it was going to be based on a real life location. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to think about what it might be, and then I'll announce what it is, what the real life location was. I noticed it like the first time I played it. Like the first time I played this map, I did so bad because I was just running around trying to figure out what the historical place was. And so you guys will have a couple of minutes to kind of figure out what it is. If you can, watch it in full screen, it'll probably be a little bit easier, or go into a private match yourself and kind of walk around and try to figure out what it is. Think Cold War and think Olympics. That'll be your hint for the day. But anyways, what do you guys think of the new map pack if you bought it, if you're a PS3 or even a 360 user? What's your favorite map pack? In matchmaking, it seems like, I played a lot of the First Strike playlist lately, and it seems like the 2 out of the 4 maps that are getting a lot of votes is Stadium, and then next would be Discovery, which is another phenomenal map. It would probably be my second choice. And then Kowloon, and I really hate Berlin Wall. It just doesn't seem like such a great map, and the sniping is going to happen pretty soon here, so let's take a pause from what we're talking about Stadium. As you can see, I'm looking for a gun here, and I'm like, well, this isn't good, because I know I'm just terrible at sniping, but as you'll see, I just go on an absolute tear for whatever reason. Well, that reason is that I'm host. But if you're running the final score in this game, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll pop it up at the end there. But boom, look at that shot right there. 500 points. It is double XP weekend. If you guys didn't know, you should hop on. It's a Friday night as I post this, and a Saturday afternoon as you watch this, or sometime during the weekend. Look at that. Just clip that guy. I don't know why he didn't die. That was like right in the face, but maybe a little too far away. Who knows? But yeah, it is a little double XP weekend. And if you guys, there's another nice shot. Dog's coming out now. And if you guys didn't know, there was a new playlist. I don't know if the PS3 has it, but I'd imagine they would, because boom, quick scope. I forgot that was coming up. That guy has got to be just furious at that dry burger that I just served him. His mouth has got to be just a sandbox. But I don't know if you guys saw, there was another host. That's another host thing. host advantage right there. As you see, that guy was well into that tunnel. I just fired and hit him right in the back. And that achievement that came up is that I hit every single shot in every bullet in the entire clip was a one-shot kill. But for the new playlist is that there's actually a mercenary mosh pit, which is actually kind of cool. You get to play all the game types. I've actually dabbled a little bit in capture the flag lately, which is actually pretty fun. There's another host shot right there. I hit about 3 feet behind him, but apparently it went right through his kidneys. But there's also 24/7 Nuketown, where it is every game type from deathmatch to search and destroy, and it is always on Nuketown. And I'm just going to fast forward through this chopper gunner because you guys don't want to watch that. I don't think I get too many kills, but yeah, 24/7 Nuketown. You guys if you guys love Nuketown and getting high kills, I haven't really played it yet because I wanted to get a new map pack gameplay for you guys, but it's 24/7 Nuketown. So if you guys like getting high kills there, my highest kills I think is 113. But I'm not going to post that because it's a super old gameplay back when it came out. But I have a few minutes to talk here, so if you guys have figured out what the historic place stadium is, 3, 2, 1. It is. Now I can't even remember. What is the name? Lake Placid, New York. Gosh, I built it up so high and then I couldn't remember it. It's Lake Placid, New York, 1980. Olympic hockey. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I highly suggest you go out and rent Miracle with Kurt Russell. And all the hockey players in that movie are not actors. They are actually real-life hockey players. And funny enough, a guy who went to my high school is in that movie. He plays the role of Mike Ramsey. But anyways, yeah, it's the site of the USA versus Russia semi-final game. And I don't know if you're familiar with this, and you'll have to watch the movie if you're not. But the Soviet Union was basically a bunch of veteran players that they were pretty much unstoppable, and the entire United States team was made up of kids just out of high school and college and just young players who didn't have a whole lot of experience, and they beat them. And it's probably the most significant United States sports victory of all time, and that's why I highly suggest you watch either a documentary on it or you check out the Miracle movie with Kurt Russell. It's just incredible. They beat them. It was a huge part of the time because the Sputnik and the race to the moon with the Russians and the nuclear Cold War threats back and forth with each other, and it was just a historical event for people that were around. It was about 6 years before I was born, but if you know anybody that was around during that time, they'll tell you it was a huge event, and that is a pretty cool concept for this game. I haven't heard anybody really mention it, but this is exactly what it is. Obviously, they don't have the licensing for Lake Placid, New York or whatever, so you're not going to see it. I can't remember what the sign said, but it is clearly the site of Lake Placid, New York, and that is just a cool concept for a map, and it's a great map as well, as far as gameplay is concerned. And so what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's a cool concept, real-life areas and things like that? There's other maps in the game that are like real-life, like Kowloon. The Kowloon airport is the hardest airport to land in the entire world, but that's besides the point. I think this is just a cool concept that they take real-life historic events and put them into a game that people love and a lot of people play. So if you guys didn't know that, I hope you enjoy that quick fact, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay today. Again, my name is Minnesota Burns. If you're a first-time viewer, please hit the subscribe button, like, and go ahead and say hello. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.